Testing 1 2 2 2 2 2 2. Testing 3 3 3. Okay, we're going to go in 8 minutes and 40 seconds. 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Coming to 8 minutes and 30 seconds. 8:30. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to on air. Back the volume down, goes down, I should say, for the time being on the video feed. Level check, level check. 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Checking 1 2 1. Nope, that's too hot. Okay, alrighty, here we go. 8 minutes and 5 4 3 2 1. Mark 8 minutes. Coming to the 6 minute mark in 5 3 2 1. Mark 6 minutes to airtime. Five minutes to airtime in 5 4 3 2 1. 5 minutes. Are you there, Dan?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
As long as you don't get any germs near you.
That's right.
Any viruses.
I got two sick guys both around me here. I'm going to have to carry a can of Lysol. Spray all around me. All right, 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes. I'm going to turn this down, Dan, because the music on YouTube, sometimes it'll cut it off. Coming up to the 3-minute mark, 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Randy, the girls are all wearing white T-shirts because it's White Lie Day. It's White Lie Day. Look at the sign across the way. See that sign by the Viking?
Two and a half minutes, Mark. 2.5 minutes to airtime. 2.5. Two minutes to airtime. 2 minutes. One and a half in 3, 2, 1. Mark, 1.5 minutes. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 minute. 1 minute. Thirty seconds. Mark, 30 seconds. Good evening and welcome to Valhalla Court, Viking Nation. Randy Adams along with Coach Dan Fast. Brian Casey on the camera work tonight as the Mazama Vikings in a play-in game host the Seaside Seagulls. The winner goes on to the state tournament, the Sweet 16. The loser have their season come to an end. And Dan, couldn't match two teams pretty equally here. Mazama 16, Seaside 17 of both teams right at 500. Coming into today's game.
Yeah, this should be a really evenly matched game. Interesting thing about Seaside, they added a player here, 2 players. They have a 13-person roster. 6 of them are freshmen, 4 seniors, and the rest are the other 3 are sophomores and juniors. It's amazing that the youth of Seaside versus the experience of Mazama.
The Mazama Vikings coming in with more experience in the game, but, this game was supposed to be played on Saturday, and most times when Seaside or a team from the coast comes here to Klamath Falls, Dan, to play, they have to get used to the elevation and don't have much time to do it. That's not the case with Seaside, who came down Saturday.
Yeah, that's amazing to me when you told me that story. So they've been all around town. They've been to the ice rink, you told me.
Went skiing?
I don't know if I'd take my basketball players skiing, but bottom line is, they've gotten a little bit used to it. And kids are kids. You can say 4,300 feet or 4,400 feet all you want. That's only going to affect people like you and me.
Well, I'm sure, Dan, they've gotten a little used to the what you would call the elevation here at in Klamath Falls, to be sure, for the last 3 days. They are spending the night tonight. It's a good 7.5-hour drive home, so they won't leave until tomorrow. We'll come back with more on our pregame show on TableRockSports.net and CBS Sports Radio after this 1-minute timeout.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Back here at Valhalla Court, getting ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. We will give those to you early here for the Seaside Seagulls. They will go with Maggie Guion, she is a senior, along with Ella Brendan, Abby Nofield, Aubrey Taylor, and Kathy, I want to make sure I get the names right here, Kathy Quarter, the 5 starters for the Seaside Seagulls. They are 11-11 on the season coming into today's game. And the Mazama, the head coach, is Marla Olstead. The Vikings of Mazama will go with the usual starting 5, but we'll go with the national anthem first. We're going to take another break, come back after this 1-minute timeout here on TableRockSports.net and CBS Sports Radio.
Any phone you want.
Any one I want?
Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all.
Mama.
At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
National anthem here from Valhalla Court, Mazama High School, getting set for the opening tip. It is Seaside versus Mazama, the winner. Moving on, the loser has their season come to an end. The Vikings will go with the starting 5, with the exception of Bella Heaton. Ella's not going to be in the lineup tonight, but it'll be Ella Bailey, Addison McGurr, Marin Holbrook, Chelsea Gilmore, and Annika Lindow, the 5 starters for Coach Justin Davidson, whose team comes into the game with a 10-10 overall record. So, Dan, as you mentioned, 2 pretty equal teams as we go into this game, and one major upset, at least on our radar, involving a Skyline Conference girls team from this weekend.
Yeah, Klamath Union girls actually won by 12 points at Staten on the road. Tremendous upset, which changed the seeding for the OSAA. Mazama was 16, and another upset that also occurred last Friday may have moved Mazama up to 14. So Mazama, prior to last Friday night, probably was going to go to number 1 Baker City in the next playoff game. It looks like whoever wins this game will go to Astoria, except Seaside is in the same conference with Astoria.
And they would move that game.
They would change the pairings for that. The OSA has said that schools from the same conference do not have to meet each other in the state playoffs.
Todd Andrus, along with Randy Rose and Jeff Sturgeon, are your officials for this evening's game. The Seagulls in the red jerseys with the white numerals trimmed in blue. The Vikings in the home white, and the Vikings moving right to left control the tip. And we are underway here at Valhalla Court. Inside to Chelsea Gilmore, a turnaround jumper from 6, no good. And here comes Seaside with a rebound.
Number 23, Abby Nofield.
Nofield, one of the key players on this team. Baseline pass, back out front. 16-foot jumper is good, and the first basket of the game belongs to Seaside. And that's
Carly Corder.
Carly with the basket, making it 2-0. Seaside with the lead. Very early here. Mazama moving it down the floor quickly. Here is Ella Bailey going in for a layup and in. Got a screen down low and utilized it to tie this game up at 2 apiece. Steal by the Vikings, Annika Lindau, but she can't control it and goes out of bounds.
Mazama's in there 1-2-2, about a 2/3 zone trap, which has been very effective for them over the years, not just this year.
Justin Davidson seems so cool, calm, and collected before the game, but once the game starts, he's on his feet. The ball stolen by McGurr. She goes the length of the floor, lays it up and in for Mazama. And the Vikings take their first lead of the evening at 4-2. Against that pressure defense, Seaside trying to get the ball across the timeline. Still have not done so. Finally they do. Get it left side on the baseline. And inside the free throw circle now. Another shot put up and in there by Corden. And it's 4-4.
And she's perfect, 2 for 2 from the field.
She's been left open down there on both occasions and calmly put those 2 baskets in.
What we call the elbow jumper. Foul line extended.
Carly Corder with a basket. Here's Ella Bailey. Got one into Chelsea Gilmore, but Chelsea can't handle it. The ball is stripped away, and now we've got a reach-in foul called by Randy Rose out in the front court.
Looks like it's number 5. That's Holbrook, and she has a tendency to get in foul trouble early in the ball game.
My apologies if you're watching the video stream. I want to get the bigger scoreboard off and get the smaller one up. And I will do that as soon as my computer likes to agree with me, or wants to agree with me. There we go. 4-4 the score. Seaside with the ball. They'll lose it, but get it back out in the front court. Now a touch pass knocked out by the Mazama defense, and Ella Bailey. Speak going with the ball.
Mazama's playing a 1-2-2 or 1-2-2 zone half-court defense.
Maggie Goyne running the point as the ball come loose. They throw it away and out of bounds. That's good Mazama defense right there, creating the turnover and the miscommunication on the floor. 5:25 left in the opening quarter, tied at 4. The winner moves on. The loser will have their season come to an end. Long way to come from Seaside to play in Klamath Falls to have that happen. Inside the paint, pass down low. That was McGurr. She was blocked out. Get it back to Gilmore. Bailey now for 3. It's back iron and off. No good. And the Gulls come down with a rebound. Quickly down the floor they come. Bump, push, foul. Going to the well there.
And it's the second foul on Holbrook.
And that's not good. Marin picking up 2 quick ones, and that will bring in for the Vikings.
It'll bring in Addie Byington.
Addie's back in after that injury. First player off the bench for Mazama tonight. 5:02 left in the period with the game still tied at 4 apiece. Low post, off the glass, and in for 2.
That's number 25, Aubrey Taylor, 5'11", senior.
Maybe right now the biggest player on the floor, equal to at least Chelsea Gilmore. Seaside comes out of the zone, taps the ball away and out of bounds in the front court. And so Mazama with 4:43 left, down by 2, 6-4.
Kaylee Snyder of Seaside is sub in the game.
Inbounds pass is knocked away. Seaside's come to play tonight, Dan. They seem to be, for as young as a lot of those players are, seem to be well disciplined.
I'm going to talk about a statistic that's pretty unusual in terms of their overall record when we get a break here.
Here's McGurr way out in the front court, going to hand it to Byington. She takes the shot. Addie misses, but the rebound comes down to Gilmore. Back to Byington. She goes up, and the ball knocked away and out of bounds. Looked like it might have been a foul, but no call. Last touch by Seaside on the blocked shot.
Well, the grandfather in me says that was definitely a foul.
And I agree with you, Dan. That looked to be a little bump. Mazama's going to have to hurry to get the ball in. They do to Gilmore. She puts it up and in and ties the game. And she'll have a one-shot opportunity to take the lead with the and one. Chelsea Gilmore with the basket for Mazama on the inbound play.
Foul is on Ella Brendan.
She's a post player. She's only a freshman. And Gilmore can give the Vikings a lead with a free throw, and she does not. It is no good. Seaside comes down with a rebound, tied at 6. In the front court, well out in the front court. The ball comes as Seaside's having a hard time moving from right to left. Here's a baseline jumper put up by Brendan from there. No good. Rebound, no. Foul, yes. On the Vikings underneath.
It's going to be on Byington.
First foul on Addie and the third team foul on Mazama. Seaside has one team foul. Neither team's coach has taken the time to take a timeout. They've let the girls play halfway through the first quarter, and we're still tied at 6. And Seaside with 2 opportunities at the free throw line for Kaylee Snyder. The first one is good. And the Gulls now lead it by a score of 7-6.
Riley Utley is in for Byington.
Losing a little bit of size on the floor, the Vikings are right now with that substitution. The second one is on the way. It is back ironed and off, no good. But Snyder comes down with a rebound on her own. And the Gulls going to move it in the front court once again, leading by a point. Guard-to-guard exchange up top. Snyder now in the corner, double team there. She's cut off, but they get the ball low post up and in for 2.
Aubrey Taylor.
Bucket for Taylor, making it 9-6. Seaside's biggest lead of the evening at 3. McGurr, right side to Bailey. Bring it back out front to Lindow. Back over to Addie in the right-hand corner. Now she'll drive, put it up, partially blocked, got it back. Got it out to Bailey on the wing left. Bailey finds Chelsea Gilmore underneath. Chelsea wasn't looking for the ball, though. It's out of bounds.
And Chelsea was going one direction. The ball was
going
the
other. Yep. 3:21 left, opening quarter. 9-6 Seaside. The Gulls with the lead here in this OSAA 4A play-in game at Mazama High School tonight. Glad you're with us. CBS Sports Radio and Table Rock Sports on the video side. Ball stolen by Utley in the front court for Mazama to Gilmore. Drives, lays it up and in. Chelsea Gilmore
used the backboard really well there.
Cuts the Seaside lead down to 1, 9-8. Across the midcourt line, the Gulls come. Snyder had it in the free throw circle. Now the ball's loose. Coming up with it is Aubrey Taylor. Held ball possession arrow is in Seaside's favor. They will inbound left side of their own goal. They'll bounce it in. Cross-court pass the other way as they move the ball around the matchup zone for Mazama. Inside the paint, whistle, reach-in foul on Mazama.
I think he's calling it on, Randy Rose is calling that on Chelsea Gilmore.
Chelsea picking up her first. Not a shooting foul, but it is team foul number 4. We still have 2:42 left in the first period of play. Seaside with just 1 foul in this first period of play. Gulls have to hurry to get the ball in. Here's a 3-ball on the way. That's short, but a good look. There missed by Corder. And the rebound again coming down to right now Seaside, who is handling the boards well on the offensive glass. 2:28 left in the quarter. Playing catch, guard-to-guard exchange out in the front court. Porter with it. She's hit a couple of good shots.
Yeah, she looks like she's one of their go-to players.
Skip pass left-hand side over to Nofield. She'll dribble with the left hand and reload the offense here with 2:03 left. Porter will come right behind her and get the ball again.
Mazama's in a man-to-man now.
Now to Nofield in the wing, and she throws it away right into the hands of Addie McGurr. Nice steal from Addie. McGurr going to slow up the dribble, bring it into the front 44 feet. Bounces the ball right side on the wing to Bailey. Now to Utley in the corner. Riley going to drill. No, excuse me, that's McGurr back out with it. Addie uses a screen, dribbles into the right corner, decides that isn't where she wants to be either. Loses control. The ball comes loose. Seaside had it, and now we've got a silly reach-in foul. Not silly, trying to get the ball, but it's going to be a foul on Mazama nonetheless.
And it's probably going to be on Lindau.
Annika Lindau picking up her first. Team foul number 5 on Mazama. And already a minute 26 still left in the first quarter as Maida Lee checks in for the Vikes.
Replacing Gilmore. And Chelsea is holding her abdomen and leaning over. I'm not sure what's going on there.
And that's not good news for the Vikings. Left-hand side. Now right on the wing. Over to Brendan. Shot put up inside the paint there is no good. And out of bounds. Last touch by Seaside. Vikings get it back with a minute 1 left. This is the second time Seaside's come to Klamath Falls to Mazama this year. The football team, of course, came in the first round of the playoffs. Mazama winning that one. Here's McGurr going coast to coast. She goes in, drives, and the shot is blocked, but no foul called. Just a blocked shot.
In the ball game for the Seagulls is Lily Miller replacing Aubrey Taylor.
McGurr to inbound the ball. Ball knocked away by Seaside. They'll do it again with 49.2 seconds left.
Mazama's got veteran guards. Those guards need to take care of the ball, and right now a couple of careless turnovers.
McGurr takes it in the front court with the Vikings trailing by a point, 9-8. McGurr finds a player inside the paint, now back out. Jump shot, Annika Lindau.
Nice assist from Maida Lee. Inside out.
That shot right from the free throw line, good. The 15-footer making it 10-9 Mazama. They're back up by 1. Good ball movement for the Gulls. Shot put up with the left hand on the nice scoop to the hoop move there.
Should have been a foul against Mazama.
By Kaylee Snyder, but no good. And Mazama comes back with the ball the other way. Free throw line jumper there from Lindau is no good. And the Gulls with 5 seconds left getting the ball down the floor. Mazama gets it back. They'll throw it back down on their end. And the shot at the end of the period is no good. First one's in the books here, and it's been a good one. We knew it would be close with these two teams evenly matched. It's Mazama 10, Seaside 9. We're back in a minute.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
We go to period number 2. Mazama leading Seaside 10-9. Mazama will inbound the ball at midcourt across the far side. And the Vikings will try to increase their lead. McGurr with the ball. Right to left-hand dribble, back to the right, terminates and gets the ball to Bailey up top. Ella going to get it into Lindow. Now a cutter down low, whistle, and a travel.
On Holbrook.
Marin playing with 2 fouls, but back in the game. And so the Gulls, down by a point, will inbound the basketball. And Aubrey Taylor will do the honors.
Aubrey Taylor's a junior, and Corder, who has 4 points, is a great play.
That was a charge, and Mazama's Marin Holbrook takes that. You hate to see that happen with 2 fouls, Dan, because you never know if that call is going to go the other way.
Well, I think it was Riley Utley.
Oh, was it Utley who took it?
Utley took, yeah.
Nice play for the Vikings. That's the first personal foul on Lily Miller.
The Seaside coach didn't like it, but I thought it was the right call.
Crossover dribble in the front court by McGurr, and Vikings just simply throw it away. As you mentioned, Dan, this is a senior-laden team, especially in the front court. And they haven't been taking care of the ball very well tonight, Mazama. Unusual.
Had some difficulty this year with that.
This is Miller. She gets it back over to Snyder. Now into the paint. And
Lindow got lucky on the reach foul.
McGurr comes up with it for Mazama. Gets it down the floor to Bailey. Inside now to Annika Lindow. 9-foot jumper in the lane. No good. And the ball knocked away and out of bounds.
You always got to wonder about Annika's foot, which she injured earlier this year. And she's gimping. She's coming out. Gilmore's going in, but she's gimping a little.
This time of the year, a little banged up, everybody is. Mazama trailer leading by 1. They'll inbound to Gilmore. She'll put it up off the glass, off the rim, too much. Chelsea had her own rebound.
And number 25 sure does not like the call.
It was a foul on it was a foul on her.
Aubrey Taylor.
Taylor picking up the foul, her first, team foul number 3 on Seaside. The inbound up top to Lindow, now to McGurr. One way off the top of the backboard, no good. Rebound put back up, no good by Bailey. And the Vikings come down with the Gulls come down with the rebound, down by 1. They have not scored in a while, though. Swing it right-hand side, the dribble drive in the baseline. Nice job from Gilmore on the baseline. Skip pass to Ella Brendan, knocked away and out of bounds.
Nice drive by the Seagulls. Marin Holbrook gave up the baseline, but not nice off-ball defense by the Vikings.
Gulls inbound, immediately get the ball up top. Swing it to the right-hand side. It's Corder. She'll skip it inside the paint. Almost lost it. Got it back. No, they did lose it. Allie McGurr comes up with a steal. Goes coast to coast. Lays it up, and no good. And Seaside comes up with a rebound, but then Ella Bailey scoops it up. And she'll get it back out to McGurr up top for Mazama. Inside to Holbrook, and now Seaside with a steal.
I think that was Utley that got the stripped.
One-on-one, drive, score, and a foul.
And that's going to be on Addie McGurr.
McGurr trying to block the shot, didn't have possession. And they'll make it 11-10. The number of the player, Dan, I cannot see at the free throw line.
I can't either. I think it's number 10, and we don't have a 10, so it's not 10. It's number 30.
Yep, that's Corder. Now, only a freshman, by the way. And she's already got 6 points. Now she's got 7.
Yep. She's a nice-looking player.
And it's 13 to make it 12-10. 12-10, Seaside. We've got a timeout. We'll take a 30. And we'll come back here with our score, Seaside 13 and Mazama 10.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
Back here at Valhalla Court, 13, make it 12-10. I'm sorry, 12-10. Seaside with the lead. keep on wanting to give him that 13th point. I don't know what that means, Dan.
Yeah, I don't either.
Addie McGurr with 6 minutes left in the half will bring it up the court for Mazama. Crosses over the dribble. High post pass now to Gilmore. She has the ball stripped out of her hand, but Addie McGurr out in the front court gets it back for Mazama. McGurr will dribble to the right wing and toss the ball to Ella Bailey on the wing. Ella takes a screen, goes into the free throw circle, pops a jumper from there. It is no good. Rebound brought down by the Gulls, who lead by 2 and can increase that lead with this possession.
That was Kaylee Snyder with the rebound.
Now move the ball out in the front court. Quarter play and catch out there. Gets it back already with 8 points in the game. Swing the ball left-hand side to Miller. Back to Quarter inside the paint and right back out. A long three is on the way. Good look. Did not go, though. Fought for underneath. Seaside's got some tenacious rebounding underneath. And they come down with a rebound once again.
Well, with this particular lineup, Gilmore's the only really strong rebounder inside.
Quarter with a left-hand scoop inside the paint. Does not go. Mazama comes down with a rebound trailing by 2. Trapped near midcourt, but Gilmore comes up to meet the ball from the post. Now between the rings with it. She'll wait for Bailey to come set. Ella comes down to the baseline, terminates, gets it back to Gilmore. Jump shot, in and out, will not go.
And there's foul number 3 on Holbrook.
And team foul number 6. Marin's going to have to come out with that third personal foul.
Annika Lindau is in the game.
Annika Lindau, and the Vikings also bring in
Liz Estes.
Liz Estes checking in for the first time tonight. Both teams playing physical, but the Mazama Vikings with 17 fouls. Miller at the free throw line to shoot 1 in the bonus, but she misses the first one. So she won't get number 2, and the Vikings come down with the ball. There's a bump down the other side.
Big collision in front of the Seaside bench between number 12, Kaylee Snyder, and Ella Bailey. No call. Pretty good no call.
A lot of contact, but no call.
Except Mazama gets the ball out of bounds.
Inadvertent, perhaps. Bailey to inbound. Get the ball to McGurr, top of the key. Take a screen at the elbow. Get it back to Gilmore in the free throw circle. Couple of dribbles from her. Get it back out now. Here's a long three up and missed there by Estes. First shot of the game for her. Rebound.
Not really her shot.
Mazama, here's Gilmore. Outside now to Bailey. Loses her dribble. Gets it back. Tosses behind her. Here's a jump shot baseline. Good.
She's having a pretty good game, Annika is. A veteran starter who lost her position for a while due to an injury, but she's back and she should be in the lineup.
Ties the game, Annika Lindau does, at 12 apiece. Here's the drive from Miller. She goes up, is fouled in the act of shooting there by Estes.
And that's
on Lindau.
That's on Lindau, her second foul. So Mazama's in a little bit foul trouble with 2 on Lindau and 3 on Holbrook.
And 8 team fouls in the half with Lily Miller at the free throw line for Seaside. Free throw on the way, good. Like to welcome anybody that might be watching up in the Seaside area on TableRockSports.net. Second free throw from Miller is as good as the first, and the Gulls have a 2-point lead at 14-12. Done a lot of high school basketball. There's an old player named Susan Emery I remember from Seaside. She was a stud. Inside the paint, Chelsea Gilmore with a little 8-foot jumper that rolls in to tie it up for Mazama at 14.
She's the leading Mazama point getter with 6.
Mazama with a steal. Scoop put up there by McGurr, no good. And here comes Seaside with a rebound with a 14-14 game. Outside quarter, almost walked, no call. Looked like she got away with that one.
The meant it was a walk.
McGurr inside to Lindau. No, that's Bailey who puts it up with the left hand. Ella Bailey for 2. And Mazama's back on top. 16-14.
I thought it was Lindau also. Well, Lindell couldn't be here. She's not in the game.
Mazama comes up with a steal, and it's McGurr at midcourt.
That's
Stop
a good
and
shot.
pop free throw line jumper is no good, but she's fouled from behind with 2:37 left in the first half. And Addison McGurr will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair for Mazama.
This is number 25 in the ball game. Committed that foul, Aubrey Taylor.
Her second. Team foul number 4 on Seaside. Mazama with 8, double the amount of fouls. First free throw from McGurr is around and off. No good.
I was going to say how good a free throw shooter Addison McGurr is, but I didn't jinx her because I didn't say it.
One more free throw for Addie. Senior point guard, eyes it, skies it, sinks it. It's good. 17-14 Mazama. The biggest lead either team has had here today has been 3 points. Here come the goals with numbers, but they kick it back out for a 3. Back iron and off. No good.
Estes the rebound.
Wide open was Quarter. Down the floor, Mazama with the transition. Bailey puts it up. That's no good. And here comes Seaside with a rebound. They try to run. Now they're going to slow it down by 3. Going to bring it into the front court with 2 minutes and change left here in this first half. Quarter running the point. Takes the ball, puts it on the floor once. Swing it right-hand side. And she stepped on the sideline, out of bounds.
According to Jeff Sturgeon, she was a long ways from the sideline.
I thought so.
But she may have, she probably was out of bounds.
2 minutes remain in the half. Mazama with a 3-point lead and the ball. Addie McGurr well out in the front court. Swing the ball to Estes. Inside the paint now to Gilmore. She'll shoot it from 8. It's no good. Fought for underneath. Bailey had it for a moment. Then, look at that. Ella throwing a little bit of physicality, but no call there. Both teams getting away with one. Seaside throws it away out in the front court and out of bounds. 90 seconds remain. It's 17-14 Mazama in the first half. And we've got a timeout called here on the floor. 90 seconds remain in the quarter. Mazama leading it by 3 will return after this 30-second timeout.
An honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
Vikings to inbound right at their bench. 90 seconds away from halftime, leading by 3. McGurr in the front court. Get the ball to Bailey. Back to Addie McGurr. Back to Bailey on the wing. Playing catch.
That's a good shot for her.
Addie with a 3 ball. It's good. Pulls the trigger. Mazama leads by 6, their biggest lead of the evening.
You just can't give Addie McGurr that good of a look.
Seaside against some Mazama defensive pressure. Will get the ball into the front court, now in the left-hand corner, and the drive is stolen away by Mazama's Chelsea Gilmore. She'll bring it up front to McGurr with 46 seconds left. Inside the paint, scoop by Bailey is no good, but she's fouled in the act.
Number 15 was the foul. That's Ella Brendan, right?
Yep, Brendan. I think that's her second. It is.
It is her second.
So Ella Bailey going to the free throw line for Mazama to shoot a pair here. First one is on the way and good. Mazama's
good-looking shot.
Pulling away here a little bit, 21-14. Second free throw, good as well. Mazama leads at 22-14.
Really helps when your guards can shoot the free throws well.
Seaside has only scored 5 points in the entire second quarter. They have not got the ball across the timeline yet, but they do with 32 seconds left. Down inside the paint, shot put up and in. Just as I say, they haven't scored much. Ella Brendan puts one in for two, making it 22-16. Gilmore with the ball with 17 seconds. Get it left-hand side here to Estes. She'll put it up. It's no good. Rebound.
Yeah, and that shot was off balance. You wanted to wait for 5 seconds to go before you shoot the ball.
Seaside throws it away on a guard-to-guard exchange out front. Corder could not handle the skip pass. So with 4.6 seconds left, Mazama leading by 6.
Throw the ball something deep, something deep.
Here it is to Gilmore, back to McGurr. She's going to heave one from midcourt, and it is off the backboard and no good. We are at halftime here at Mazama High School. It's the Vikings 22 and Seaside 16. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back with more for our halftime show.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Decibels like it usually is. Welcome back here. It's halftime, 22-16. Dan, why don't you go through our first half scoring, if you would?
Well, for the Mazama Vikings, who have 22 points, Addie McGurr has 6 points, a three-pointer. Ella Bailey also has 6. Maren Holbrook started, did not score. Riley Utley played some important minutes, did not score. Addie Byington played some, did not score. Annika Lindow has 4 points. Maida Lee played briefly and did not score. Liz Estes played 3 or 4 minutes and did not score. And Chelsea Gilmore has 6 points. For Seaside, Kaylee Snyder has 1. Ella Brendan has 2. Nofield, who played but did not score. Aubrey Taylor has 4. Carly Corder has 7. And Lily Miller has 2.
22-16 our score at halftime. We're going to check with Vic Lease, the athletic director at Mazama High School. We'll do that right after this 1-minute break on Table Rock Sports and CBS Sports Radio. After this 1-minute break.
Yeah, they were pretty good. They're pretty good guys.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Halftime with Vic Lease, athletic director at Mazama High School. 22-16 our score, although this is a Skyline Conference basketball game. Football season, of course, really never ends when you're the head coach, does it?
No, it doesn't. We have a zero-period program here that we got over 50 of our football players in the morning working out year-round, so it never does.
What does the new conference look like again next year? Is there going to be a little bit of a juggle of some teams going up and down? I noticed last year that maybe Phoenix was back, or is coming back?
They're down. They're Phoenix is at 3A level. They'll stay down there for at least another year. And the teams that we have, the 7 teams, will pretty much stay the same. There won't be any change there with the league schedule, and we look for another tough Henley team, another tough Marshfield team to be playing against us there at the end of the season.
Talk a little bit about the new head coach, if you know anything about Andy Campbell, who's been hired to coach from down here at Klamath Union, taking Tom Smith's place. Those are big shoes to fill.
Well, there's no doubt about that, and that's the first thing I'd want to say is, Tom Smith's done an outstanding job at KU. I have a great deal of respect for Coach Smith and the things that he's done there, and he's going to be sorely missed. He's a veteran coach with a lot of history and a lot of class, in my opinion, and we're going to miss him. The coach that's coming in, I know he's not originally from Oregon. I think he's from Iowa or something like that. Came to Staten, coached a couple years at Staten, had a little bit of success, and I didn't know it then, but I actually watched their Baker game a few years ago. I believe that was a weekend where they were in the playoffs or something. We had a bye or something back when we had the play-ins at the football, and I was able to watch that team play. And he ended up coaching at Willamette for a little while, and he went to McKay, and currently he's at SIO. And know a few people at SIO. They were our rivals when I was at Sandy Am, and I think he's going to come in and do a good job. He'll breathe a little bit of passion and desire. I know that we look forward to the things that he potentially could do at KU. We love to turn it up in the basin football-wise in all 3 of the 4A schools here.
Vic Lisi, athletic director and head football coach at Mazama, joining us here at halftime. Vic, I have a question regarding just what, throughout all of the years, you've been an administrator, you've been a vice principal, you've been an athletic director and a coach, but going back to the COVID fiasco and now, have you ever seen it snow on the coast where a team couldn't get down to Klamath Falls to play? I mean, there's been so many obstacles in the last few years that I've never seen before in the entire years that I've been broadcasting sports.
No, I haven't. And I got to tell you, I was in Portland last weekend, as you all know, with wrestling, and then we went and played at Astoria. I avoided the entire western part of the metro area because the roads were so bad. I drove straight I-5 into Washington and looped back down into Astoria and stayed away from all that. Of course, on my drive home on Saturday, I had to drive back on 26, and boy, let me tell you, it was a mess. It was not a good road to be driving on. So I haven't. I got a good friend of mine, Kevin Swift, over in Gold Beach, and watching the videos he's put out about the snow over there, playing with his dog in the snow right there on the coast. It's just amazing to me. I have not seen this before, that's for sure.
Any getting back to football, any more improvements? I know the last few years you've got a brand new scoreboard. Obviously, you've got the turf in at Mazama, which has been awesome, and you've been able to host other games. That maybe is that going to continue? And what other projects do you have up your sleeve?
Well, we're looking at some upgrades on our press box. In our concessions area and everything. That's one of the big things that I really want to do. I want to continue to improve our facilities and upgrade our facilities. A pipe dream of ours is to build us a new weight room here at Mazama. We use it quite a bit, and let me tell you, in the last 10 years, we're really due to get a new weight room and improve some things in here weight room wise. You talk about a school that's in the weight room a ton and uses it, we're it, and it'd be nice to get a new weight room. I'm looking at some things going to try to go that direction.
Well, Vic, I know it's been you've been a busy guy. Joy's been on one side. The other day I was thinking Joy Leash, your wife, is on one side of the state in northeastern Oregon. You're over in the other side of the state. You probably don't get to see each other this time of the year much, do you?
No, we don't. I mean, but that's the way it's, 26 years of marriage, and, that's the way it's always been. From the very beginning, us being young coaches and We started dating and all the way through our careers, coaching sports and being an athletic director. And, sports is what our family does. That's what it's all about in the Lease family. And we all understand that, support one another. I support her greatly. She supports me greatly. And, that's just the way it is.
And good luck to them getting a possible at-large bid on Thursday.
Absolutely. That's what we're looking forward to hearing and see if that happens. And go Owls.
All right. Vic, once again, thank you for coming up.
Thank you,
Keep
buddy.
on that program, whatever you're on. You look like Dwayne Johnson now, man.
I got about 20 more pounds to go, buddy. Got 20 more pounds to go.
Good to see you, Coach.
Good to see you.
Vic Lease, the head coach and athletic director at Mazama High School, as we get set for quarter number 3. We're going to go right into it here. Dan Fast joining me once again. Brian Casey from BasinLife.com is on the video camera tonight. I noticed you had a couple of fans waving at us during the halftime show. We appreciate that. Seaside now moving the ball right to left. We'll start the second half that way. They trail by 6, 22-16 the goals do. This is Quarter with it out front. Now right-hand side, shot put up and missed there by Brendan. Rebound, goals, shot put and not even close. And out of bounds, didn't even touch the rim. Mazama will inbound the ball. As you heard Vic talk about a little bit, looks like Astoria would be the probable opponent, though there is a chance going to Marshfield, which would be a little shorter trip. Right-hand side to Holbrook on the wing right. Skips it inside to Gilmore. Turnaround, 8-footer, no good. And coming down with a rebound is Seaside. Down by 6. They'll push it down the floor. Quarter all the way down to the baseline. Terminates her dribble. And she'll swing it back up top. Now left-hand side over to Brendan. Ella goes inside. Shot put up and in, and she is going to be fouled in the act of shooting.
And that's Holbrook. That is Holbrook's fourth foul. She's played limited minutes.
That's Maggie Goyne with the basket. On the assist was Brendan, but it makes it 22-18, and that's a bad foul right there, Dan. Less than 1 minute and 1 second into the quarter.
Addie Byington checks in.
And the three-point play for Goyne does not go, so he makes it, the score remains 22-18. Goyne cannot make that a conventional three-point play.
And it looks like Seaside's in the man-to-man.
Out front, Lindau inside the paint to Gilmore. Kick it back out to Bailey. Into the corner now to Addie McGurr, who will bring it back out front to Bailey on the left-hand wing.
Mazama's got size.
Mazama's also got a turnover.
As Chelsea Gilmore.
Seaside steals, goes down the floor, drive, whistle, and a foul going to be called on Mazama. That could have gone either way.
Yeah, the charge block, that's the toughest call in basketball. And, in our minds, that was a charge. In the official's mind, it's not.
So Seaside will get some free throws. It'll be the first personal foul on Ella Bailey. Non-shooting foul. She was expecting to get free throws, did not. So they'll inbound the ball, and they have a 5-second call.
And that was Addie Byington on the inbounder, who made it difficult for the inbounder to see her teammate.
Good defense for Addie to create the turnover. Mazama gets it back with 6:20 left in the third quarter. They lead by 4, 22-18.
A lot of contact on that shot. It was a back door. And Coach Davidson didn't like that call, or didn't like the non-call, but Chelsea Gilmore is at the free throw line. And number 25, Aubrey Taylor, gets her third foul. Here comes Chelsea.
Gilmore spins the ball back to her. The free throw is on the way and no good. Score remains 22-18. One more free throw. Good. 23-18 Mazama. Their biggest lead has been 7. Right now they're at 5. 23-18. Half-court trap. Pressure defense. Brendan gets it across the midcourt line, though, for the goals. Gets it to Quarter. Back to Brendan. Left-hand side on the wing. Well out front.
Mazama's putting more pressure out higher now.
Coming out on the ball a little bit. Quarter back out in the left-hand wing. Gets it inside the paint. Turnaround 8-footer is good.
That's
that
number 15.
Ella Brendan to make it 23-20.
She's had a nice game.
McGurr out in the front court. Swings the ball to Lindau on the wing. Back to Addie in the right baseline. Now gets it inside to Lindau. Kick it back out to McGurr. Now a skip pass inside. Shot put up no good, but a whistle and a foul.
Nice little bounce pass. You know, in college they call that the pocket pass. In other words, really close to the guy, your teammate. You just drop it in. So Annika Lindau, great job by McGurr. Annika Lindau shooting.
Free throw is Lindau's first, and it's no good. Ella Brendan is whistled for the infraction on the foul. Ella Brendan.
It's her third.
Lindau will have one more with the Vikings leading by 3, 23-20. Second one is good. 24-20, and we've got our first time out of the second half. Mazama leads by 4, and we'll be back after this 1-minute break. Shoot, I took a...
Any phone you want.
Any one I want?
Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all.
Mama.
At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Kaylee Snyder buries a three-pointer for Seaside, and then the Vikings come down with an easy 2 to Chelsea Gilmore.
Well, it looked easy to us. That was not an easy shot, but she converted it.
26-23, Vikings back up by 3. Here is Brendan. Right-hand corner, no good. From Quarter, here's another 3. That one's by Snyder again to tie it up at 26. They found somebody with a hot hand. Back-to-back threes from her.
Well, Addie McGurr got hung up on a screen and she couldn't get out there.
Tied at 26 halfway through the third quarter. Ella Bailey with the ball. Inside the free throw circle. Get it to Gilmore. Get it to the left-hand side now. Here's a shot put up and missed by Lindau.
The shot was shot by Byington.
Oh, Byington, I'm sorry. They look a little bit alike. But
yeah, they do. And they're about the same size. But Lindau got the good offensive position on the boards.
She is going to be fouled in the offensive putback mode. Did not make the shot, but we'll get 2 opportunities here at the free throw line. Annika's first one is good.
No, I don't want to jinx her, but she's a fairly good free throw shooter.
Mazama 27 and Seaside 26.
Close.
It's over there on the coast somewhere, right?
Yeah, close. By 100 miles.
Second one is on the way good. 28-26. Made me think of my old broadcasting buddy who's no longer with us, Harry Spangler. You remember that name?
No, I do not.
A great guy. Not Harry Spangler, Bob Spangler. Here's another 3 ball. That one's off the mark, no good. Snyder saves it, though. She's all over the floor now. Quarter for 3. It's good. And Seaside right back on top by 1. 29-28. 3-point field goals, 9 points from 3-point range for Seaside, and they come up with a steal on the Mazama end. 3:14 left, Quarter with the ball into the front court. Swing it to Snyder left, back to Quarter. She can hit the 3, but so can Snyder. Swing it over to right-hand side. Drive inside the paint by Miller, I believe, is no good, but she's fouled in the act of shooting.
And I think the foul's on Byington. It is.
And Lily Miller will go to the free throw line for the Gulls of Seaside. Free throw on the way from Lily is good to give the Seagulls a 2-point lead, 30-28.
Liz Estes is in, Byington out.
One more free throw for Miller. That one's good. Very, very solid fundamental team. As we do have a timeout on the floor with 3:03 left in this first. Make it the third quarter. It's a full 60, so we'll take it with the score. Seaside 31, Mazama 28.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Road, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Seaside leads it 31-28. Mazama will inbound the ball. Seaside electing to not pressure the ball, at least right here.
And they're playing man.
And Addie McGurr brings the ball into the front court. Skips a pass to Lindau, tries to save it, and it is stolen by Seaside once again.
Estes tried to save the ball, but she saved it right to Seaside.
Snyder gets the ball up top to Quarter. Skip pass over on the right-hand wing. They lose the ball, and stolen by Mazama.
Estes.
Nice job from Estes on the steal. Get it right back down the floor to McGurr. Vikings trail by 3. Sloppy pass there.
Yeah, by Addie McGurr.
McGurr has Miller steal the ball. Miller is fouled. She's called for the offensive foul. Miller called there as she bowled over Addie McGurr. It looked like both were in motion. I didn't think Addie had position, but she evidently did.
She took it right in the chest. And you know something? In my estimation, drawing an offensive foul is the greatest play in basketball. High school kids will say, no, it's the dunk. Well, that's just an easy layup.
Yep. Well, if you're tall enough to do that.
Yeah, or you can jump well enough.
Yeah. And I'm 0 for 2 in that department.
So am I.
Here's Gilmore. She'll kick it back out to Estes. Swing it back to the right side to McGurr, who walked with it. You saw it.
Yeah, I thought Addie should have shot that 3.
Her feet moved a little bit.
She's such a good shooter.
2:03 left third quarter. Mazama trails by 3, 31-28.
Mazama needs something to happen here because Seaside is controlling the tempo.
Quarter to Snyder across the midcourt line, near side of the floor.
Good, a good trap between McGurr and Bailey caused the traveling violation. That's what Mazama needs to do. That's their bread and butter.
Remains a 3-point game, but Mazama will inbound the ball next to the Seaside bench.
Bailey has not scored this quarter. She needs to get going, and Mazama needs to get her going.
Here's the drive inside, put up, no good, drawing the foul.
Number 23, I think.
Estes is called.
Number 25, that's her 4th foul. Well, that's Aubrey Taylor's 4th foul.
That's tough for Seaside. She's been all over the floor tonight. Estes at the free throw line for Mazama to shoot 2. The first one on the way, no good. Minute 42 remaining third quarter, still a 3-point lead. Checking in for the Gulls will be Ella Brendan, who started the game. She's back in. Second free throw on the way from Estes is good. It didn't want to go down, but it did. Makes the score 31-29.
Half court, 1-2-2 trap. Almost had her in
Snyder.
the corner.
Across the midcourt line, get it all the way down to Miller, the other side of the floor, and they'll reload here. Get the ball out front. Quarter finds a player in the corner. Nice dribble drive on the baseline, up and in. Miller for two, making it 33-29.
She's had an active second and third quarter.
Estes is hammered with no call, but she does make the easy two-pointer.
Well, she's got 3 points. I think that's her grand total for the season, so she's having a game.
No better time to do it than in the play-in game, right?
Right.
33-31, the score. Seaside with a 2-point lead and the ball. 52 seconds left third quarter. Quarter with the ball in the front court. Play and catch. Out front, little touch pass inside to Brendan. It is stolen by the Vikings' Ella Bailey. And with 38 seconds left, Mazama has a chance to tie or take the lead here. Crossover dribble by McGurr. Addie handing the ball to Estes. She'll dribble to the free throw line. Now get it to Bailey. She'll drive with the right hand. It's no good. Had a good look at it.
Yeah, she ran that little runner. Shot that little 5-foot runner.
Quarter with a rebound with 15 seconds left, going the other way for Seaside. We'll set up the offense down to 12 seconds. Now to 10.
If they're
to Brendan.
well, they're going to shoot it with 5 seconds to go. They
Quarter.
shot it with 6.
Misses the shot. Mazama with a rebound. 3 seconds, 2-1. They won't get a shot off here. And Seaside will have the lead going into the fourth and final quarter. 33-31. Back in a minute.
What do you do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Seaside 33, Mazama 31. Mazama will have the ball to start the fourth period. Inbounding at midcourt, right in front of their student section here at Mazama. This is Addie McGurr to Ella Bailey. Bailey
Great
inside
pass.
now into Utley. Excuse me, was that right?
Estes.
Estes. Gets the ball back on the baseline. And now out to Bailey. To Lindau, turnaround shot from Gilmore is good, and we're tied at 33. Chelsea Gilmore.
And we want to make a shout out to her aunt and uncle in North Carolina who are watching this game.
Miller gets the ball to Brendan. She launches a three. That's not close. Rebound Vikings down the floor. Estes up and in, giving the Vikings a lead, and she's got 5 points.
Yep.
35-33. Vikings using transition to score there.
Good for her.
Up by 2, Mazama is a 4-0 run to start the quarter. This is quarter way out in the front court. Bailey out on her. It's a good matchup. Swing it up top of the circle now.
This group's playing well together. Don't break them up right away.
To Taylor. She'll get it back up. Top of the key. Seaside throws the ball away in the front court, and then they try to steal it back, and reach-in foul is going to be called on the breakaway by Kaylee Snyder.
I have it for quarter. Is it number 30?
It is on 30. I thought it was 12. Nope, 30. You're right.
And actually a smart foul by the quarter girl because Ella Bailey had a sure two.
35-33. Mazama with the lead in the ball. This is Estes. Finds Gilmore inside, but led her too long with a pass. Quarter comes down with it. And Cherry picker the other way.
And then did not get back on defense.
Seaside ends up with it. Here's Snyder. Baseline jumper. Oh, it's off the back iron. No good. Looked like that was going to go in. Another baseball pass. This one down to Bailey. She'll drive, lay it up, score it. Will it count?
Yes, it does.
Basket counts to make it 37-33 Mazama.
And the foul's on Quarter again.
The Vikings off to a 6-0 run to start the fourth and final quarter here.
Nice 65-foot pass from Annika Lindau to Bailey.
And Ella will go to the free throw line for the traditional three-point play, and she...
Boy, that was big.
Knocks it down. 7-0 run for Mazama to start the period. They lead now 38-33. Seaside has been down by as many as 7 in this game. Full court pressure being applied by the Vikings. This is Quarter. They're going to have to hurry. Get the ball across the midcourt line. Out to Taylor, who will bring it back out front.
Chelsea Chambers was holding but did not get called.
Bring it way back out front, and Seaside will reload the offense here. Down by 5. Viking defense has turned up the volume a little bit here in this fourth period.
Seaside's going to be a really, really good team in years to come with all these freshmen, 6 freshmen on the floor at some point during this game. They're a team of the future.
And 3 of them do start. So,
yep.
Again, the Quarter girl who has played very well is out in the front court still.
Nice backdoor.
Here's Ella Bailey from McGurr. She'll pop from 7, but it will not go.
Just a little flat.
Rebound Vikings down the floor, Quarter. Across the midcourt line, into the free throw circle. Jumper, and no, that one's partially blocked.
By Lindau.
No foul called there. As McGurr comes up with the ball across the midcourt line with 5 minutes left. Addie penetrates, drives, puts it up, and around and off. No good, out of bounds. It'll be Seaside ball with 4:59 left in the game.
Randy, so don't you think that this game has been extremely well officiated?
I think so.
Yeah, I do too.
There's been a couple of calls that could have gone either way, but those are 50-50 calls.
Right.
5-second call there. No, they called timeout before that 5-second call was able to be made. And so we're going to take a break here as well. Mazama off to a 7-0 run to start the fourth quarter. They lead it by a score of 38-33. We're back in 30 seconds on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RBTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
Mazama leading at 38-33 with 4 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the game. Vikings in three-quarter court pressure. Snyder with it across the midcourt line for Seaside. Get the ball left side of the floor and work it there. Back out front to Brendan. And now top of the circle, the ball goes once again to Audrey Taylor. Now to Snyder. Turnaround shot from Brendan from 12 feet does not go. Chased down, knocked out of bounds by Seaside. It'll be Mazama ball.
Annika Lindau put the pressure on the Seaside rebounder to cause that ball to go out of bounds.
Vikings by 5 and the ball with 4:24 left. They throw it away. Stolen at midcourt. The drive, the layup, and good. And they've got an and one coming up.
Yeah, that time Addison McGurr did not hold her ground, and that definitely was a foul.
Nia Feeney, another freshman, with the dribble drive after the steal and the bank off the left side of the glass to make it 38-35. Maya has a free throw here to make it 36, and she does.
That's a big play for Seaside.
38-36 now. Vikings lead back down to 2. Here's Gilmore. Almost had it stolen net again. This will be a 3-ball on the way. Good from Addie McGurr. Addie McGurr left wide open, taking that 3.
We'll let Seaside go ahead and
41-36. Ball is tied up.
Sag off of Addie McGurr. She's going to make you pay.
Ball is tied up near the midcourt line where the possession arrow remains in Seaside's favor. So they will inbound right at midcourt. They do in the left-hand corner. The drive inside the paint, laid it up and in. Had a wide open lane there. And Taylor scores it easily to make it 41-38. Is that correct?
Yep.
41-38. 43-38. As the Vikings get 2 points back there.
Liz Estes has 7 points. I know that's more than she scored the entire rest of the season.
43-38 Mazama.
Been hustling.
Here's Snyder, top and pop jumper, free throw line extended, no good. Got the rebound though underneath, up and in.
By 15.
That is Brendan to make it 43-40. Down to 3 minutes left in this ball game. Mazama against full court pressure.
Ella Bailey was wide open on the opposite baseline.
McGurr to Bailey, wide open to Gilmore. Good ball movement. Mazama gets an easy 2.
Really unselfish by Ella.
45-40 now. Mazama, left-hand side. Way out front with it. Feeney. Going to give it back up. Top of the key to Brendan. Ella Brendan. Back to Feeney. Lost the dribble, and it's stolen by Mazama. Got it back, though. Shot put up. No, but she's fouled going up with 2.5 minutes left.
By Ella Bailey. Maybe not a bad foul.
Only her second.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Free throws to be attempted here in a moment by Ella Brendan.
Marta, the coach for, Marta Olstead, the coach for the Seaside Seagulls in her 3rd year, is really youthful, really energetic. She's doing a good job.
First free throw, no good. So Brendan will have one more. Score remains Mazama 45, Seaside 40. Second one is good.
Not a bad foul.
45-41. Bailey down the middle of the floor, lays it up and around. No good. Oh no. Rebound. Mazama down the floor. Quarter. She'll drive coast to coast. Stop in the right-hand corner. Bring it up. Long 2, short 3. Off the front iron. No good. Rebound fought for underneath by Quarter, and she's fouled on the play.
By McGurr.
With 2:09 left. Not a shooting foul, I don't think.
You can tell Liz Estes is winded. I bet she's coming out because Holbrook is going in.
2:09 left in the game. Mazama leading by 4.
No, it's Lindau that's coming out of the game.
So Holbrook comes back in with a 4-point lead for Mazama, but Seaside with the basketball. This is Snyder. She'll swing it left side over to Quarter. She'll put it up off the glass a little too hard. No good. Quarter with a rebound up and in. Let's see if it counts.
No, it does not count.
She'll get 2 free throws with 1:59 left.
That foul is on Ella, her 3rd.
And Quarter, who has had a good game. Only a freshman, too. Very impressive player for the Gulls. First free throw on the way, no good. She won't get the second. Offensive board was brought down by Seaside, but a lane violation.
Well, I think we're getting a foul.
Well, it is a foul on Mazama.
30, on the shooter.
Wow. Coming off, trying to get her own rebound. She's called for the infraction. It's team foul number 8.
Let's see who's going to the... Oh, Estes is going to the line.
Liz Estes already with 7 points. As you mentioned, she scored more points tonight than she has all year.
She's not a really good form shooter, but she's a competitor. We'll see what happens.
45-41 Mazama with less than 2 minutes to play, 1:59. First one is on the way from Estes. This is no good. couple of the Seaside players fight for the ball. One comes down with it. That's Quarter. She'll push it down with a left-hand dribble. Cross the midcourt line, continues. Stop, shoots, long three is on the way. No good. Rebound, Chelsea Gilmore for the Vikings.
We want Ella Bailey and Addison McGurr to go to the free throw line.
Timeout, Mazama, with 1:41 left in the contest. This is a full 60, and we'll take it. The score, 45-41, Mazama.
Any phone you want.
Anyone I want?
Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all.
Mama.
At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Back here at Valhalla Court, Randy Adams, Dan Fast, BasinLife.com's Brian Casey on the camera work tonight. For all things Klamath Basin, log on to BasinLife.com. Addie McGurr with the ball in the front court for the Vikings with 96 seconds left and a 4-point lead.
Attack, but be cautious.
McGurr well out in the front court, still with the dribble. And they call 5 seconds. Did not try to advance the ball, apparently.
Well, that was quick.
Seaside will get the basketball back, trailing by 4 with 1:25 left. This is Quarter. Pushes it down on the dribble. Bounces it out to Snyder. She'll kick it left-hand side in the corner. And back out now. They'll reload. Quarter thinking about taking the shot, but did not. Seaside surprised they're not putting the ball up, down by 4 with 1:08 left. You'd think they'd want to get a shot off pretty quickly.
Yeah, but they do have plenty of time. 1 minute even.
This is Snyder getting the ball out in the front court to Quarter, and now we've got another time out with exactly 1 minute remaining in the ball game. Mazama 45 and Seaside 41. Back with the final plays right after this.
What do you do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Snyder misses on a long three. It looked good leaving her hand, but it was well short and floats out of bounds.
46.5.
So Seaside setting up in full court pressure. Here's Quarter, comes up almost with a steal, but Mazama gets it right back down to 41 seconds. Here is Ella Bailey across the midcourt line with a dribble. Stops near midcourt.
Need to keep the ball in the hands of, Seaside knew who to foul.
And that is Estes, who will go right back to the free throw line with 33.5 seconds left.
The ball should stay in Bailey and McGurr's hands.
Maya Feeney picking up the foul, her first for Seaside. And Estes with the game of her life tonight so far. 7 points off the bench. First one good. 46-41.
And if she makes this one, she's going to make a total liar out of me. Annika Lindau is getting ready to check in.
Second free throw is on the way from Estes, and that's back ironing off. No good. Fought for. Mazama's Gilmore comes up with it, puts it up off the glass. Looked like an easy two, no good, but Bailey comes down with the rebound. Now there's a foul out in the front court, and now Addie McGurr ends up right on the keister.
Yeah, she got... That was pretty physical. Number 12, who's a strong-looking girl. Number 12 is Kaylee Snyder. She decked McGurr.
So at 24.5 seconds left, McGurr will go to the free throw line. That is team foul number 10, so she'll get 2 here.
She's got a beautiful free throw arch and backspin on her ball.
First free throw from Addie is good. Didn't want to make his mind up for a moment. Hopped on the cylinder a couple of times, floated back through. 47-41. Marin Holbrook back in for Mazama. Second free throw from Addie McGurr is good. 48-41. Mazama by 7. 24.5 seconds left. Looking more and more like the Vikings will move on and play likely on the road at Astoria, more than likely Astoria on Saturday. But
Maida Lee is checked in for Holbrook.
15 seconds left. Seaside's going to have to throw up some shots. They do. They're fouled.
Annika Lindau.
Lindau on the foul, and going to the free throw line will be Feeney with 11.9 seconds left. Probably a little too late at this point. It would take a pretty good comeback for Seaside to come back here. Feeney's first free throw is good. The Seaside girls, this is like going to the state tournament for them. They came to Klamath Falls on Saturday, spent Saturday night, Sunday night, and will spend tonight before going back to the Oregon coast tomorrow.
And we wish them safe travels on the roads.
Absolutely, and I hope they...
Randy, you need to talk about what happened to Phoenix girls on the way home from Crook County.
48-42. Second free throw, no good. And another foul with 10.5 seconds. Yeah, Phoenix was coming back after, a play-in game at Crook County, right?
Right.
And bus got into a head-on with another vehicle.
Somebody tried to carelessly pass and hit the bus head-on, kind of a glancing blow on the left side of the bus, but the bus did get off the road, but no one was injured, thank goodness.
Chelsea Gilmore at the free throw line for Mazama. The first free throw is no good with 10.5 seconds left. Technically right now it's a 2-score game, but this one could ice it. This is a big free throw here, Dan, to be honest. The second one would make it a 3-score game, and it is not good. Not good. The ball loose, knocked away. Let's see who gets it. Seaside's ball with 9.5 seconds left. Well, they'd have to come down, hit a 3, make a steal, and get another 3, but that's a possibility. Not a probability, but a possibility. This is Corder, drives all the way to the baseline. She tries to lose the ball back to a teammate with 1.7 seconds left. This one's all but over now. Mazama Vikings will move on with an 11-10 record. Here's a shot at the buzzer from Feeney. It's blocked out there by McGurr. And the Mazama Viking girls have advanced to the OSAA 4A state tournament with a play-in win tonight here at Mazama, 48-42 over the Seaside Seagulls. We'll wrap up our coverage on TableRockSports.net and CBS Sports Radio in Klamath Falls after this 1-minute timeout.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Final score here at Valhalla Court, Viking Nation, Mazama 48 and Seaside 42. The Vikings move to 11-10. Seaside falls to 11-12, and their season comes to an end. But Dan, we said it at the beginning of the broadcast. It was going to be one of those games. It was going to be very, very close. These two teams evenly matched, and I don't think either team led by as many as more than 7 points in this game.
No, it was a close game. Seaside is, of course, going to be a team of the future. Mazama is heavily laden with seniors, and Coach Davidson prefers to go with seniors, so Mazama only has 3 underclassmen, so Mazama will be in a rebuilding mode next year. But Mazama gets to move on. We think it may be most likely Astoria. It possibly could be Marshfield High and Coos Bay. I'd love to go back home. But anyway, Astoria will be a formidable foe. They're number 3 ranked in the OSAA rankings. So that'll be a situation. Bella Heaton did not play again tonight. She has a knee brace on, and she is very, very gimpy. I mentioned to the head coach at Marta, what is her last name, Coach? Marta from Seaside? Yes. Marta Olstead. Yeah. I mentioned to her that that Bella was out of the ball game, and she said, "Oh, you mean the disruptor?" She watched some of our broadcasts and said, "Yeah, she's the disruptor, isn't she?" And I go, "Yes, she is."
48-42, our final score. One thing we want to talk about before we go to the scoring in the ball game is the fact that there are 16 teams that are going to make the state tournament, and 3 of those teams are from this Klamath Basin. Klamath Union, Mazama, and Henley will all be in the Sweet 16.
Less than 10 miles from each other, right?
So that says a lot about girls' high school basketball in the Klamath Basin anyway this year.
Yeah, yes it does.
Very, very interesting point, but good year for so far the Vikings and Mazama. Even though they're banged up a little bit, they're moving on to the Sweet 16 and will play likely at Astoria on Saturday. And then the winner of that game, and it might be Friday too, we don't know.
The OSAA has it March 3rd, but because of weather conditions and
travel,
it could be Saturday.
And if Saturday is the day, then of course we'll make an effort to bring that game to you on the radio as well, and see what we can do on the NFHS network as well. Once you get into the state tournament itself, it's all NFHS, so it will not be on the main Table Rock site, but we may be able to utilize Table Rock talent to get that game to you from Astoria on Saturday. Okay, Dan, let's, if that indeed is the case, could be Marshfield too, in which case then we've got a whole another issue because there's a basketball tournament going on this weekend at
3A.
The 3A, so that game would have to be sandwiched in all between the other games there, which could be a fiasco. All right, Dan, go ahead and give me the scoring if you would. Give us the scoring.
Well, Mazama Vikings scored 48 points. Riley Utley played quite a bit in the first half, did not score. Addison McGurr had a very good game, especially in the fourth quarter when she hit a critical 3 and then hit her free throws, and she had a total of 13 points. Ella Bailey was off a little bit in scoring, just scored 3 in the second half, but ended up with 9, but she made some great passes. Maren Holbrook, a starter, did not score. Addie Byington played some and did not score. Annika Lindow had a nice little game with 7 points. Maida Lee played but did not score. Liz Estes came off the bench and scored, get this, 8 points in the second half. And also the leading scorer co-leading scorer for the Vikings, Chelsea Gilmore, steady all the way through, had 13 points. For the Seaside Seagulls, and they're a team that's going to be back in these situations again quite often in the next 3 years. Maggie Goins scored 2. Kaylee Snyder scored 7. Ella Brendan scored 7. Abby Nofield played but did not score. Aubrey Taylor scored 6. Carly Corder scored 10. A freshman scored 10 points. That's pretty doggone good. Maya Feeney scored 4 points. Lily Miller scored 6 points. And that rounds out the scoring for the Seaside Seagulls.
All right, other score that we have in the 4A girls play-in games today, Scappoose defeating Newport by the score of 35-20, so Scappoose is in. Also tonight, Malala is at Pendleton, Hidden Valley playing at Madras, and St. Helens is playing at Philomath tonight in 4A play-in games. Klamath Union's girls, they will travel to Baker and take on the number 1 ranked team in the state. And they'll have to sandwich that game in, too, up there in Baker City, as they've got the 1A tournament being held at Baker High School there.
Yeah.
So they'll have to sandwich that game in between all the other ones that are being played up there this week in the 1A tournament. In which, going into tonight, there's no Klamath Basin teams, but there were some involved. Lost River, Bonanza, both had some teams that got into at least the final round before the elimination for the Final 8 or the Elite 8, which was good to see. Final score tonight, Mazama defeats the Seaside Seagulls 48-42. The executive producer of Table Rock Sports is Joe Brett. The executive producer of CBS Sports Radio is Bob Wynn. I'm Randy Adams, along with Dan Fast and Brian Casey from BasinLife.com on the camera work tonight. Also doing a great job bringing the video coverage for you on TableRockSports.net. We will hope to talk to you Saturday from wherever they are playing. We'll know that by early tomorrow morning. But for now, I'm Randy Adams. Thanks for joining us. Have a good evening.